here, Louisville, Kentucky at the Wessel Fish House. That's Rusty. Rusty, we've looked at the playland outside. How about we go inside the fish house and check it out?
Let's do it, Frank.
Rusty, we're in the fish room, the Wessel fish room. A lot of different size tanks, tons of fish. First, talk about the size of this place and how you kind of laid it out and how old it is.
Okay. I built this place. It took it was a 3-year project because I did a lot of the work myself. It's geothermal heating and air. It's primarily Central American cichlids and live bears. It's all set up on an automatic water change system, so the maintenance of the room is easy. The energy cost is very efficient. I keep the room very warm during the summer and very cold during the winter.
If you could give us the size, the square footage of this place, how big is it?
I think it's 1,400 square feet.
And you've almost, we're going to look at it, you have like a step down. Because did you do that on purpose?
I did it on purpose, and actually this area that we're standing here was designed actually to have a 50,000 gallon aquarium put into it. I actually put extra concrete in the floor, and later in life when I get tired of playing with all the smaller tanks, I'm going to remove these tanks and actually put in one big large tank.
And then you'll get your scuba gear so you can clean it,
Yep,
right?
Yep, exactly.
What really stands out, because we've seen a lot of different fish rooms, and the majority of them are 10, 15, 20 gallon tanks. Here you've got everything looks like from 10 to huge tanks.
Right, yep.
How big are the biggest tanks you have here?
The biggest tanks are 265s. They're all Perfecto tanks. And I designed it for display. I didn't design it like to catch fish out of these.
And what you basically do on your side of it for the hobby and the conservation, you catch some of the fry, put them in 10 gallons or 20 gallon tanks and let them grow.
Yep, that's correct.
I'd like to go look at, if you don't mind, some of the behind the scenes mechanics that you have that basically take this thing and make it almost maintenance free, right?
Yep, exactly, Frank. Let's go do it.
Hi, I'm Judd McCracken with Carib Sea, here to introduce our new Supernaturals line of aquascaping rocks. These are all natural, pH neutral aquascaping rocks that are perfectly safe for freshwater, planted, and marine aquariums. You can find these and all our other products at caribsea.com.
Basically what happens, I utilize city water. City water comes in, which is only cold, of course. It goes into this 80-gallon electric hot water heater, and there is a mixing valve built into that. Hot water is added, and then it runs down and goes into a charcoal filter that takes the chlorine out. After it goes from the carbon filter, it goes through a reducing valve, which lowers the pressure, and then it goes into these timers. And water, it calls for water twice a day for 10 minutes and squirts water into the tanks, and then it overflows with gravity. So that's my water changing system. It's kind of expensive to set it up, but once it's set up, it runs very well, and it's really great for the fish.
Hi, I'm Mike Lineberger of Gage Chili High School. I'm a junior here, and we use this product called Ultimate Water Conditioning for our tanks. What we simply do is this: take the top off, put it into a cup, bring it up, and put it into the water. That's it.
So you have a lot of the fry in these tanks. Do you have a good example of maybe mom and dad watching over some fry in one of your tanks?
Sure. A good example would be the Cyclosoma salvini that are right here. What's important about that fish, that's one of the most common aquarium fish in every pet shop USA. And they're protecting wigglers there.
The likelihood then of the fry having the same color, the coloring, is that a good chance that that's going to happen?
Yeah. Yep, almost 100% sure that the fry will look just like those parents.
Will you take any of the fry out, or will you leave them in the tank?
I will take the fry. I left them in for the ACA people, but I will steal some of the fry and raise them in one of the small tanks here shortly. See her shaking her head and taking her bottom fins and stretching them straight out? That's a sign that you can always tell they have fry when they do that. They're signaling, we think, to the fry, for the fry to stay.
Oh, okay.
They're worried that maybe there's a predator, like the camera thinks that's a predator in the area, so they flash their fins to signal to the fry to stay calm. This fish here is Therichtes miki. It's called the firemouth cichlid. And it's actually one of the most common fish that I have in the fish room. But again, this particular race, this is a fish from Guatemala, from Laguna Perdida. and they have excessive red, as you can see on these fish, you know, underneath the eye. Very great parents. You can see both male and female protecting the fry.
When we talk about, take these for example, were these already bred fish or were they from the wild?
These fish the adults are from the wild that were brought in from Guatemala about 5 years ago.
So basically, for your collection here, parents can be from the wild, but almost everything else you've basically bred
Yeah, I
in-house.
have bred in-house, yep.
You started this fish house from scratch, obviously, but you had fish before that in a different location. Do you still have some of those fish, or can you even keep track of them?
Oh yeah, I still have fish. Some of the fish I've had, there's one Tropheus colony that I've had since 1982. If you notice too, you'll see the pairs bickering, fighting back and forth.
They're all fighting for space?
Fighting for space, and also protecting their young.
If you need aquatic products, check out these Blue Zoo TV sponsors. And don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter @Blue Zoo Radio.